It's karate time.
Hey, it's John with Backyard Reactions, and today we're going to be talking about Cobra Kai Season 5. But before I do, I just ask that if you like what I do here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to smash that reminder bell. It really helps me get my videos out there. Cobra Kai Season 5, of course, it takes off right after Season 4. I'm going to get to that in just a minute, but first, I want to tell you why Cobra Kai is actually my favorite show on Netflix. Now, I know it's not the best show or the highest rated show on Netflix. There's several other shows that rate a lot higher, but Cobra Kai is my favorite for many reasons. One, I'm an 80s kid. I grew up in the 1980s, and I loved The Karate Kid. It was one of my favorite movies of all time. I know a little bit cheesy, but I was 13 years old. Give me a break. But what I love about this is that the writers of Cobra Kai were able to bring all the characters from Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3 into this series and make it work. They put a lot of thought into this, and it's much appreciated. They did a fantastic job. Now, I know what a lot of people are thinking. You're probably thinking, well, Cobra Kai is kind of high on the cheese factor list. And I get it. But what I like about it is the fact that they actually embraced the cheese factor of this, and they didn't run from it. They knew that there were going to be parts of this that they couldn't avoid, that it was going to come across, well, lack of a better word, cheesy.
You want some cheesy poofs too?
Yeah, I want cheesy poofs.
So rather than running from it, they embraced it. And I think they did a great job doing that. A lot of the fight scenes, a lot of the over dramatic acting during the fight scenes, this type of thing, a little cheesy, a little over dramatic, but expected and done well. So that's number one. Number two, I like how they did the role reversal for Johnny Lawrence and Ralph Macchio's character, of course, Daniel LaRusso. If you recall, if you've ever seen the original, Dan LaRusso, his mom moved him from New Jersey all the way into the Valley in California.
Open your eyes, my darling son. This is the Garden of Eden.
Two completely different cultures. Daniel was a fish out of water without a doubt. Well, what they did when they brought Cobra Kai out is they reversed roles. So Johnny Lawrence is now the fish out of water. So rather than Danielson being trapped in California, Johnny Lawrence is trapped in the 1980s. Very great writing. I got to tell you, the whole thing is perfect, spot on. Now, what I also liked is, as I mentioned, they brought in the characters from Karate Kid 1, 2, and 3 and worked it into the different series. They did a very, very good job with that. They brought Ali back, right, from season 1, of course, Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, season 1. Mr. Miyagi, they talk about him and they bring clips in from all the different ones, all the different Karate Kids. Fantastic. Of course, they bring in John Reese, right? He's the evil sensei from the Cobra Kai dojo. They bring in Mr. Silver from, I believe it was Karate Kid 3. They brought Mr. Silver back. Now they're also going to bring in the gentleman who Daniel fought in the Karate Kid 2 over in Okinawa, Japan. He was actually in earlier episodes, but they're going to bring him back in the season 5, which is awesome. He's going to be an integral part in hopefully taking down Cobra Kai. We'll see. Now, one thing that they did at the end of season 4, we remember that Cobra Kai won, so Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence both had to close their dojos, which Eagle Fang might be a better name than Cobra Kai. Again, fantastic writing. So not only did they have to close their dojos, but they also agreed to step down as senseis and stop teaching karate. So very, very big moment there in the 4th season. Now, there was a couple things. One thing I want to point out, if you recall, that in season 4, at the very end, the girl who beat Daniel LaRusso's daughter in the final match so that Cobra Kai could take the championship. She happened to come in. She was walking back to the locker room, and she happened to come across and see Mr. Silver talking to the referee, and he was paying him off, right? Remember when she got called as a non-point for stepping out of bounds when she was clearly in bounds? You remember that? So Daniel LaRusso's daughter didn't actually get the point. Now it's going to come back. So that's what's kind of taken place. Fantastic show. Again, very nostalgic for me being an 80s kid. I love that right from the beginning. But the writing of this show has been top notch. So season 5 is going to be great. I'm excited to watch the trailer. So why don't we go ahead and do that right now, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. I'm excited. Oh, good. It looks like a recap. A little bit of a recap. Okay, there we go.
But the Grand Champion Trophy, CobraKai! Today is a turning point at Cobra Kai. Our competition has closed up shop. And the only thing better than a full dojo is a whole valley of full dojos. Come join us.
Oh, that's not good.
This is what we're up against. I know firsthand that Silver isn't afraid of putting kids in harm's way. And that's why I have to take him down.
You're playing with fire, Danny boy. And I am gasoline.
Oh,
How could you take me
that's
down to
awesome.
Mexico and not mention we were coming to get Miguel? Do you even have a plan?
Of course I do. I'll ask around if anyone saw Miguel.
That's the big plan.
We all get shit wrong sometimes, but if you own up to your
Typical
mistakes,
Lawrence.
you
Love
always
it.
have a shot at making things right.
Hey, we're not friends.
We never will be.
There's only one way to end this. You have to cut the head off the snake.
Badass.
I told you not to play with fire.
Hey, whoa, no, I didn't mean literally cut his head off.
As expected, it looks great. I can't wait for this to come out. I like how they did a little bit of a recap there so we can kind of remember what took place. And of course, Cobra Kai, they won. They made it. They all agreed that whoever won got to continue to move forward, and whoever lost had to step down as a sensei and close their dojo. So, of course, Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence, they both lost. Well, not technically, but they lost. And so it's kind of where we're taking off. And now Daniel, you can see that he's reaching out to his adversary or his nemesis from Karate Kid 2 over in Okinawa, Japan. He's reached out to him to help Daniel take down Cobra Kai. So this is going to be good. I like the scene where Mr. Silver says, I told you not to mess with fire.
And I am gasoline.
Again, that's that cheese factor that they're not afraid to embrace in Cobra Kai. So it's great. I'm excited about it. Can't wait to see it. It will be available on Netflix on September 9th, so it's not too far away. I'm excited about it. And I will make sure that I watch this series the day that it releases. I will probably watch it back to back to back to back all day. That's the way I prefer to watch Cobra Kai. And it's great. It's even a series that I can go back and watch it from the very beginning. And I will probably go back and watch all 4 seasons before I get to season 5 so that it's fresh in my head, fresh in my memory. But I'm excited about it. I hope you are too. Take care, everybody. And don't forget, put your cell phones down and enjoy the show.